Welcome guys, today we're going to be doing some test hands with my Zoodiac deck profile. This deck is really awesome. It's able to make some pretty cool boards like AA Zeus and AA Zeus with some back row and no, but seriously, it's basically just protect the castle with AA Zeus on the field. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up. I really enjoy this deck because it is so simplistic. You can just summon out your Borbo off of any Zoodiac monster, and then after that summon out two more Zoodiac monsters on top of it, and then go ahead and go into AA Zeus. You'll kind of just, I don't know, you'll make basically Zeus at the start of the game, every game, pretty much. And then you're just trying to protect the castle, protect Zeus, stop your opponent, interrupt them from what they're doing, and just play the game that way. But, yeah, right now we're just power shuffling to get as much randomization as possible so that we could do these test hands. And let's go ahead and draw 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we drew into a Ram and an Eagle Booster. That's pretty good. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a die. The first roll is going to be my opponent. The second roll is going to be me. So after I roll the die, I'm going to go ahead and flip a coin. So if my opponent wins the die roll, they choose who goes first. The coin is going to indicate if my opponent chooses first or second. So my opponent rolls the die. It keeps going off camera. So he rolled a 6. We rolled also a 6. They rolled a 2. We roll a 6. So we're gonna go second. So we draw into a card. It's Zoodiac Whiptail. So basically, they would have their whole board made. We're just gonna go ahead and Dark Ruler no more, so they can't do anything. And then summon out our Ram. We're gonna go into our Borbo, and we're gonna attack our opponent directly. And then we're gonna go into our main phase 2. We'll summon out Chalk-9, Tiger Mortar, and then AA Zeus. And then we have our Forbidden Chalice and our Mecha Eagle Booster. So we're just going to go ahead and set those two on our side of the field. We could have used Pot of Desires too. We actually still can, but we didn't really need it for that hand. Let's just go ahead and banish 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then draw 2. So even better, we could have even more back row, Cosmic Cyclone and Infinite Impermanence. That is awesome. If we would have Desires at the beginning of the turn, and our opponent had like a back row or something, we could have actually like forced it or just gotten rid of it. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and shuffle up again and see what kind of hand we can draw. I'm not going to power shuffle this time because we already did the power shuffle. It's all good in this neighborhood. Just a few quick shuffles, and we'll do the same thing. I'll try to keep the die on the screen instead of having to do that multiple times. So we're going to go ahead, keep the cards face down while we're doing the dice roll. Our opponent gets a 1. We get a 4. Okay, so far so good. We're going on the dice roll. We choose to go second, and we've got Chalice, Crossout Designator, Ram, Eagle Booster, and Bunny Blast. So our opponent has a field. We'll go ahead and draw into a card. And we've got Monster Reborn. So that's cool if they try to stop us from something maybe negating our effect of our Borbo. We can, like, if they Infinite Impermanence it, or if they Effect Veiler it, we can cross out Designator that. We can Chalice a monster that has negates on it. It's cool. Eagle Booster is really helpful too. You just summon out your Ram and then go into your Borbo. It's basically the same thing. No matter what, if you have access to a Zoodiac monster, you're going to summon your monster into the extra monster zone so that if you have an Eagle Booster, you can protect your monster. Attack our opponent directly. Go into Chalk-9, Tiger Mortar, and then AA Zeus. Okay, another test hand. Grab that Ram. Oops, lost the Cosmic Cyclone. And you know what? Instead of the coin flip, if our opponent wins the dice roll, what we'll do is we'll roll a die. If we roll a 1 or a 6, our opponent will choose to go second. And if we roll a 3 through a 5, they'll choose to go first. So it's going to be several dice rolls. So let's go ahead and draw the hand like you would in a tournament, and then decide who goes first. So our opponent is rolling first. They roll a 3. We roll a 4. We choose to go second, and we have Harpy's Feather Duster, Ram, Eagle Booster, Whiptail, and Pot of Desires. We draw into our 6th card. We'll go ahead and we'll Desires first. So we'll banish 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll draw 2. Okay, so those are pretty decent draws. Next up, we have a Zoodiac monster. We'll just upstart Goblin, giving our opponent 1,000 to draw a card. Perfect. We have Dark Ruler No More right there. So we'll activate the Dark Ruler No More, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls, and again, summon out the Ram. It's funny, all 3 hands have had Ram, have had Mecha Eagle Booster, even though we only run 2 of these. But same thing, we're going to go ahead and go into Borbo. We have an interruption. If they try to stop the Borbo's attack directly with effect failing it in the main phase or imperming it, and then Chalk-a-9 Tiger Mortar, AA Zeus, clear their field, clear their back row with Harpy's Feather Duster. Just all around, really, really good. Let's go ahead, shuffle up again. I don't know. I really like doing test hands. It just helps me learn decks and stuff like that. Really fun. But this deck is really basic, really easy to get the grasp of, and it's honestly really powerful too. Just how much control it has, all that stuff. So 10 key, we'll just show them face up this time. Engage. Okay, Thoroughblade and Ram. So we'll roll a die again. Our opponent got a 5. We got a 5. Our opponent got a 2. We got a 5. So we are going second again. More often than not, you're going to be going second. So what we'll do is we'll summon out the Thoroughblade this time, discarding the Ram to draw a card. So you have Pot of Desires now. We'll go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to actually draw for turn. My bad. So, yeah, that would be our hand. We would summon the Thoroughblade, discard the Ram to draw a card. Then we're going to Pot of Desires, banishing 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Draw 2 cards, Chalice and Ram. Okay. So, the Desires goes to grave. We can 10 key for another Whiptail just to have that extra damage. But what we would basically do the same thing. It's always Borbo, enter battle, attack, main phase 2, Chalk-a-9, Tiger Mortar. You can even Hammer Kong or whatever you need to do, but that should be enough materials to go into the AA Zeus, the Sky Thunder, and just kind of control the game from there, setting down your Imperm and your Chalice, stuff like that. Let's do one last test hand just to see if this deck can brick. I believe this is the 5th test hand in a row. I also kind of want to lose a dice roll, but whatever. So let's cut it. And draw our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the die. Our opponent is rolling first. They roll a 3. We roll. And we roll a 3. Our opponent rolls a 3. We roll a 5. All right. Well, we didn't lose the dice roll, so let's go ahead and see what we have in our hand. We're going second. Right here, what I would probably want to do just in case our opponent has an Ash Blossom. We don't want to banish 10 for no reason, so we want to summon out the Thoroughblade, and we'll send the Bunny Blast, and we'll draw a card off of that. Oh, and since we're going second, we actually draw a card for turn. So you summon Thoroughblade, send the Bunny Blast, and draw a card. That's what we would draw if they had no interruptions. Then we would use Pot of Desires, since if they don't Ash Blossom the Thoroughblade, they probably don't have one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and draw 2. So Cosmic Cyclone and Forbidden Chalice. And from here, it's basically the same thing over again. You'll Chalice their monster, you're Imperm their monster if they have a monster that negates. Of course, you can't really do that to like a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon or whatever. And same exact play. Borbo, Battle Phase attack directly, Chakanine, Tiger Mortar, and Double A Zeus, the Sky Thunder. So that's pretty much it. That's all there is to the deck, is just summoning out Double A Zeus, protecting the castle, controlling your opponent's field, and yeah, that's all there is to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to like the video as always. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content like this. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I'll catch you there.